For number 25, we've got a simple vocab question here, and what we want to do is make sure we don't just pick our most favorite common definition of the word rule. We need to make sure that we're going to the passage and using the word in the way that the passage uses the word. So in this case, you might want to go there and kind of read it as if this word rule doesn't exist. Pretend it's a blank. This unusual behavior highlights that different forces blank the nanoworld, says theoretical physicist Christoph Kempe of Boston College. Forget about gravity, it plays no role, he says. Surface tension and electrostatic forces are much more important at this scale. So the unusual behavior highlights that different forces, how about something like play a role in? Right? I'm trying to guess what it might be. Play a role in. Surface tension and electrostatic forces are much more important at this scale. How about something like that the different forces are important for the nanoworld? It's not poetry, it's not good writing, but that's not my job here. I'm not trying to write the best version of the sentence. I'm simply trying to capture the meaning of the sentence that they're trying to get me to understand. And now once I have some guesses for what that word really stands for, I can now look at the answer choices and in an unbiased way pick the choice that best matches my guess, instead of the choice that is my favorite way of defining the word rule, right? So in this case, playing a role in is important for. Control seems a little strong, but it's the closest one of these to those definitions, right? So, but, we might think of rule as in like, a ruler, a king declaring something. And so there's another case where like we do have some trap answers here that I don't think make sense, right? Like, the forces are not declaring the nano world. They're not restraining it. That's a little too negative. We're trying to say that they're a big part of it. They're important. Restraint has a negative quality that I'm not really getting from my guesses, right? My guesses, if anything, have a more positive connotation. So I'd want to match that. And then Mark, I don't really know that one fits either, but this is a good example where we're not really basing our definition on what sounds good or on what we think the meaning of the word rule is. We are using context clues. We are using our instincts in the context to guide us here. So I strongly recommend you do that because they love to pick words that you're familiar with, but then they use them in ways that you're not familiar with, or at least that you wouldn't jump to first. So this is a way of preventing ourselves from making a careless mistake on what is otherwise an easy question.